Hello? Hello? Hi! Hey! Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? How are the nerds doing? Holy... Wish we played to the end. Hey, I would love to jump in and just see how far we can get in this game tonight. So, hey, big update. Well, not as big an update as the last update, obviously. Test of Time was a very, really big update. But Test of Time, and now 1.4.1, the new DLC has been released. There is parts that are free, specifically the overarching changes to a lot of the game. And then, of course, the DLC itself, which includes a new couple of civs, as well as a couple of leaders, wonders, that kind of stuff. The brush and the blade. Some of the stuff I want to jump right into, though, is talk about some of the more interesting stuff. Of course, there's going to be a big change to governments. Happiness has been changed. Now there's different stages of happiness. Instead of just being happy or unhappy at plus or negative, you have various degrees, and these, of course, will have different bonuses based off of what kind of governments you have. This is actually a revamped government screen, and I think this is going to be much, much nicer than what we're used to. But the big thing I wanted to really highlight today is some Appeal gameplay. We're playing on the new Archipelago Map Type, which uses the new Vario map scripting, which of course has been very, very successful in making fun and interesting looking maps. The civ that we decided to play is the Antiquity Age Japan. So one of the things that I've been talking about with Firaxis is the idea that I love the fact that we can play one civ through all three ages. The fact that we can play Japan from Antiquity through Modern Era. But they had in the bones of original Civ 7 with Civ switching was the idea of playing China through the entire game, but you manifested it. You changed. You had different dynasties that would rise and then fall. But you would have one collective, China or India as well. And the biggest feedback I had in terms of Test of Time was the idea that, like, hey, I love being able to play Japan from Meiji Japan, from Antiquity, having one unified play style, having a lot of science with your buildings and all this kind of stuff. But I still would love to see them follow through with the original idea of having multiple different dynasties of Japan highlighted throughout the game. That's probably the really cool thing about Civ 7 is that you can highlight individual eras or individual dynasties or small kingdoms that maybe don't have like an overarching story throughout all of human history, but were very interesting. Of course, the Mississippian culture being from the Native Americans, very awesome Antiquity highlight, as opposed to just being a Cahokia city-state. Nepal being another small kingdom, nation that is really interesting to highlight. Bulgaria, of course, has had its ebbs and flows in terms of its kingdoms. So the idea that we actually do now have three different Japans is fantastic. This Japan, of course, is the... Of course, I did not look up how to pronounce things beforehand. So, the Heian Empire. But they get +2 culture on improvements on breathtaking tiles. And you know me, you know White and Nerdy. I'm all about that breathtaking terrain. Having double happiness, and also just dude, it just makes me happy. Appeal. There's also gonna be a lot of interesting things that are gonna happen here. I did actually very quickly look at the dedications here, and you'll notice the getting +1 food on breathtaking tiles, minor triumph here. There's only one natural wonder in our homeland. So if I find and settle that, we'll have additional food on breathtaking tiles. We'll have additional culture on breathtaking tiles. And then we have a bunch of other bonuses that we'll find throughout this game, including their unique infrastructure. And because we're an Antiquity Civ, we'll be able to build this in all three ages. Or we could actually switch civs and play all three Japans. I think you can play as this one unified dynasty if it never collapsed all through the entire game, or you can switch to the different levels of Japanese Empire. Or you can switch to something completely differently that you unlock as a what-if scenario. I think that's really, really cool. We're playing as Himiko, not to the one I normally play. I really, really like the other Himiko persona, just for the amount of science and passive bonuses and alliances that she gets. But I wanted to actually lean into the Himiko that I have not tried out before, the High Shaman, who gets happiness per age on happiness and diplomacy buildings. And that's actually +4 if the building is both a happiness and a diplomacy building. I believe we don't have those in Antiquity. Let me think about what the influence buildings are. They're the monument, and then... I'm trying to think about what is both a happiness and influence building. I know the temple's only happiness. The monument's influence. It's got to be like, not the guild hall. I don't know. We'll figure out which building that is. That gets doubled. But she has 50% more culture, but negative 50% science. This is also doubled during celebrations. We're going to have a lot of culture, a lot of happiness. There's also a lot of changes to governments that we're going to walk into. But also we have these unique improvements. You can build this either... You can only build one per settlement. But this is a happiness improvement. But gets culture, a major cultural adjacency. +2 cultural adjacency for charming and breathtaking tiles. You can place this one per settlement, but you can have one for land and one that is sea, and they have both the same ability. So you actually technically get 2. So if you see, we can have a land one. This is detailed map text. This is not going to be working properly. But if all of the tiles around it are charming or breathtaking, that is now a +12 culture tile, which is insanely good. And then you can tack on the sea one as well, which this one will be a +8. Which is so good. Again, playing from Antiquity, so we're going to be playing these from the very beginning. The Villa. Yes, the Villa is the happiness and influence building. This will be doubled. Thank you, Sir Bashi. That's awesome. So we actually probably want to try to prioritize getting to the Villa, specifically because our science can be very low, too, with Himiko. So we're going to want to go down this way. We are playing on an Archipelago Map Type. Archipelago is going to have an insane amount of appeal because there's going to be so much coastline. And I think that's just going to be really, really, really good for this. Playing Japan on a island hopping, you know, map is also just perfect. So I went ahead and we got Himiko. We're going to go strong happiness and cultural route. That, of course, is going to land us towards a cultural victory because we're going to have a lot of culture. We're going to have a lot of tourism from all of our celebrations. We're going to have a lot of great works as well. And you're going to see, especially when we go into our governments later, what that's going to really wrap us up to. We're just going to go ahead and settle right in place, right here. Nice little canal settlement, 5 food, 5 production, 5 happiness. I did quickly grab a couple of mementos, one for the cultural attribute, one for the diplomatic one. And I could go influence here or for happiness. That was just basically because I'm playing a cultural and diplomatic leader, and I don't really feel like playing with mementos too crazy much. We have a unique archer and a unique great person, which we'll get into. But you'll see here we have a couple of traditions that are also going to be cultural and happiness based. You get 2 happiness on culture buildings when you're not in a celebration, but 2 culture on happiness buildings when you are in a celebration. So your culture buildings will help you generate celebrations, and then your celebrations will help you generate culture, which will be great. You also get culture for great works on display if you have a commander stationed in the settlement. And also, this tradition is really, really big. All buildings receive a 0.5 adjacency for breathtaking tiles. You can see we actually... Most of Civ 7 has just standard, like, +1 adjacencies. This Civ has introduced both major adjacencies and minor adjacencies in the same update, which is interesting, I think. Also, great work buildings like our library and wonders will receive a happiness adjacency with charming tiles and food adjacency, a major food adjacency with breathtaking tiles. So again, tours, you're going to have so much in terms of appeal, generating you culture, generating you happiness, generating you food. And the thing about this Civ There's some ability. You get 2 culture on improvements on protecting tiles in Antiquity. It scales to +3 in exploration. And if you stay as Heian Empire into modern era and you're not switching to Meiji Japan, you actually get tourism from breathtaking tiles. Like it's a resort town, but in all of your cities. So you're just gonna have a really, really, really strong tourism game. And I really like how that contrasts with the scientific production Meiji Japan. While this is a much more cultural tourism appeal Japan. So I think that could be a lot of fun. That also lends itself very well to a cultural Himiko versus a scientific Himiko, which is, I think, it's really cool. The design looks really fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a really good time with this. So I'm gonna go ahead. Me also grab the +1 happiness on our city halls and palace as well. So there we are. Additional culture and happiness right off the get-go. There's also a nice goodie head right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and immediately get a scout. Unknown player has completed a triumph already. So improve 1 tile of all natural wonders in your homelands. It's turn 1, dude. That's gotta be Isabella. That's gotta be Isabella. She spawned on the only natural wonder in the homelands. All right, we're gonna go kill Isabella, I think. Unmanned player has completed the triumph. Jebel Shabal will be at war with all civs in the homelands. Excuse me? Is someone on a homelands all by themselves? That can't be right. that can't be right, dude. That can't be right. All right. You can also see we have a little happy icon there. Our settlement is actually only happy. You'll see our new government screen actually shows us the happiness of all of your settlements in one little screen. That's awesome, dude. So 0 to 20 happiness will be happy. Go higher, they'll get happier, and go lower, they'll get angrier. Technology-wise, there is a ton of really good tiles here. Look at all this. Obviously you're gonna want to get sailing ASAP, but I'm actually gonna go for improving all of these land tiles first because look at all the happiness. Look at all the food. This is also, of course, vegetation. This is science. That's gonna be really good for us. We're gonna go for the animal husbandry opener to get the saw pit, so that I can get production on these tiles. Cause like, look at this. This is a 2 yield tile. This is a 5 yield tile. So we're going for that. And I go double scout. I don't know if they're gonna have a lot of room to explore, but we're just gonna go for it. Wow, a horseman. That was never gonna happen. Move on. All right, but you can see here, these tiles don't normally have culture, but because of Japan, we have culture on these tiles, which is freaking amazing to have. Wow, that's a 7 yield tile on turn 3. And we can also immediately grab the wild game here, which is gonna be great for our first town. Sick, dude. That's awesome. So 10 food already, 5 culture already. That's very, very good. Wow. Okay. So that's amazing. Also, I do want to note, that tile's perfect. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at this tile. Look at these guys. Look. Okay. So all of these tiles are breathtaking or charming. And our unique infrastructure gets that major cultural adjacency on from charming and breathtaking tiles. It also has culture, additional cultural if the tile is breathtaking. So you want to try to put our unique improvement on a tile that is surrounded by breathtaking and charming tiles, but it's specifically on a breathtaking tile, and that's it right there. Either of these two would work, which is great. Holy cow. In the meantime, I don't know how I'm gonna. Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm already trying to plan my settlements because I don't want to ruin anything. So I'm immediately gonna go ahead and pick out a high food tile. It's gonna be right here for our market. Our high science tile is actually right here next to these 2 resources. Not that we're gonna have a lot of science this game. And then our culture tiles can pretty much go anywhere. But remember, our buildings get adjacency for appeal as well. So we're just going to go ahead and drop this. Our monument can go anywhere. Dude, literally all of these tiles are breathtaking. It's so good. I don't need a granary. I'm not going to have any farms here. Yeah, we're not going to have any farms. We're just going to go straight for the fishing key. And drop that down. All right, cool. We can actually see where the sea is, too. Seems like there's a really finally some choice on whether to do buildings or improvements. Not so much room for wonders. There's definitely not a lot of room for wonders here. I'm okay with that. I want to really lean into the... Oh, look. Okay, city stay over here. I want to really lean into... Oh, new continent. Atlantis. Let's go. I want to lean into really just playing to this civ strength and the leader strength, right? Look, we have 17 culture already. We have 10 science. But that is actually because we're working these science tiles. Normally you have less than 10 science with Himiko. Because of that 15% malice.
I protect thee.
All right, civic unlocked. We hit chiefdom. We can now run a policy card. I could run charismatic leader for the really high culture. Remember, you get 15% culture, or you could run the science and production here because that's going to be our deficit. I'm not going to have a hard time getting in culture this game. So yeah, 11 science will be nice. That'll help us get to sailing faster too. And then I'm going to immediately go for mysticism to pick a pantheon. All right, dude, look at all of these breathtaking tiles. Absolutely insane. It is so funny. So going for production from the vegetation tiles. And then here we have the new government screen. All of governments have been reworked. So Classic Republic is the diplomacy and cultural route. It's also the great work route. While despotism is science and military. While oligarchy is just food and gold. Food and gold. So Classic Republic, you'll see you get the passive ability. You get culture in happy or happier settlements. And for culture in joyous or happier cities. So the happier settlements get, the more culture you generate. You also have two different choices from celebrations. So you have the choice to grab influence, 100 influence immediately. Or a 10% production to wonders bonus that is actually doubled if it's a joyous or happier city. Again, you're leaning into happiness here. You also unlock new traditions based off of your government type. So your governments now have overarching effects to your governments throughout all 3 ages. So you could get a little tradition, give you happiness on wonders, or culture on great works in joyous and settlements, or doubled in ecstatic settlements. So despotism gives you science for each conquered settlement. Again, passive science, but after you've conquered. But also reduces unhappiness penalties to 3% per point of negative happiness instead of 5%. So if you want to go conquer the world and you hate dealing with happiness, you're a despot. That's what you got. That's what you want. You also have the bonus celebration options to pay, to get 1 science on production and production warehouse buildings for 3 turns, or 10% production towards training military units, and 10% gold towards purchasing military units for 3 turns. You get traditions for upgrading units as well as war support when you declare on wars you declare. That's just so despotism actually lends itself. It's like an early fascism now. So despotism also. I believe feudal monarchy is the militaristic exploration government, and then fascism later on in the game. Oligarchy here will give you production towards buildings and gold towards purchasing warehouses in fishing and farming towns. You also get the celebrations for immediate gold, or food in towns for each connected settlement. There's also the ability to see connected settlements now in the UI, which is great. You have traditions to give you food on warehouse buildings and happy settlements, and production on warehouse buildings and happy settlements. I'm going to lean straight into Classic Republic here. Probably will not be leaning into playing the wonder type of culture game. I'm going to be leaning into a little bit of the great works, a little bit of the just happiness, culture, generation, all those types of things. Actually, oligarchy here is pretty good too. But ooh, actually, what should we pick? I'm definitely gonna play a more passive game, unless we find Isabella, then I can kill her. But oh, actually, hang on a second. The influence is actually a lot of influence. 100 influence is so much. Culture from happy settlements is great. Oligarchy helps you grow really well, though, and that helps you generate culture from your working your tiles. Here it is. Oh, well, I'm just going to jump into Classic Republic and see what this is like. But you can see here, we can go to our government screen. Now you can see Classic Republic. You can see our passive ability, your celebration options, your traditions you will eventually unlock, and your happiness, all your settlements here. This screen is way better. This screen was worthless before. So I'm very happy about that. All right, there's animal husbandry. We'll go ahead and pick up sailing next so scouts can get out of here. There's actually a scout over here, which means there's another city-state. We have a long stringing island. Very cool, very cool. I'm also going to take the last turn off of my fishing key. Actually use the gold to buy it instead, and then immediately go for my settler. That's actually a quick little tip I got for anyone that wants to get your settlers out fast. Use your gold to accelerate your the first turn you get your settler out. It's actually really good. Oh, there's clay down here. There's more turtles. Actually, turtles is gonna be amazing. Turtles are gonna be so much fun. Also, I need to actually find a river. The reason being is if we look to our unique cultural tree, you'll see we have our unique infrastructure, but our unique wonder that we actually unlock, the Hoodoo Hall. Wonders provide appeal to adjacent tiles if you build this wonder. So everyone that wanted appeal from wonders or ways to manipulate appeal, you can now. It's locked behind one wonder though. So that's gonna be tough. Also, culture and happiness in this settlement must be on a flat terrain adjacent to a river. It's also in Code of Laws Mastery. So if you want to be able to unlock this, Code of Laws Mastery will be going if you're not playing this Civ. Otherwise, we can unlock it ourselves. So keep an eye out. I want to find a river because most archipelago maps don't have rivers, I found out. Let's also go ahead and grab a little bit of science here because it's sailing this turn. Awesome. Next, I want to go for probably rushing monuments because Himiko has the bonus to getting those built fast. Right? 50% production towards monuments. So let's go for those. I could also go for writing, but we actually have a really good science start here. Our science is not terrible. Getting a libraries up will be useful though.
There is enough.
All right, mysticism, here we are. I'm gonna actually keep tool making in for now until I get this settlement settled. I probably actually need to, oh wow, expansionist settlement, city-state down here too. I'm gonna immediately befriend them because I wanna get them. I wanna get them. Now, ooh, all right. Oh, we met someone, Lakshmi Bai. Oh, also we have the Call of the Mountain. From the altar, their peak glows rose red in the dusk. The order of the city below, the domain of the spirits above. As the priests admire the vistas, voices of debate begin to rise like an evening chorus. So, inhabit the earth and the stone, give us 25 science if we settle next to a mountain. Or have someone with 10 population, we'll get 25 culture. So, oh, what's this? It's just a mountain. 25 gold. I could totally settle next to... I actually don't know where I'm settling. I'm going to have a lot of culture this game and not a lot of science, though. I'm honestly just going to grab the Call of the Mountain here, just because science is hard to come by. Hey, Trash Hunter. Hey, Graham. How you doing? All right, cool. So immediately, I'm going to keep on grabbing. I'm going to grab this tile because that's where my unique infrastructure is going to go. Ooh, I don't have my influence for the first meet here, but that's okay. We'll just do this. I'm assuming that's going to be fine. So, mysticism, we got discipline. I'm going to grab 2. We get an army commander quickly, but also the survey card for our scouts is actually really good. Lots of things you can do here. There's no... you know what? I wish Earth Goddess was like additional something on appealing tiles. I know we don't have faith on appealing tiles anymore. I hate that Earth Goddess is adjacency to mountains. Yo! Trash Hunter, thanks for the gifted sub. It's a gram. Fantastic. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That helps a lot. Actually, just got paid by Twitch like yesterday. So that's nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish one of the Pantheons just buffed appeal, like breathtaking tiles more. But, so God of the Seas is certainly something we could go for here. Actually, this might be a God of the Forest. Look at all these, look at all those forest tiles for us to improve. That could be good for us. All that additional gold. We could go God of Wisdom to get a little bit of science from building our quarters up. Sacred Waters would be really good, though. Altars receive happiness adjacent to the coast, lakes, and navigable rivers. You get a lot of extra happiness from your altars here. Or we just go fertility rights and just get our population as high as possible to get all of the yields improved. Oh, actually, I think I do need a source of gold. Yeah, actually, I really like this. I really like these tiles, how productive they're gonna be. The food, or so there's just so much on here. So why not just have a little bit of gold too? I've been really liking the saw pit opener and improving all your vegetation, because all vegetation is +1 production on any tile. Like, if you have a plains tile and you have a plains with a vegetation tile, it's always worth it to work the vegetation tile, because it's just +1 production on that tile. You see, this is one. This is a 1-1, and this is a 1-2. That's because of the vegetation. So, I don't know where this settler is gonna go. I really need actually more scouts. This settler actually came out too fast. It's turn 10. All right, you know what? Honestly, this settler is gonna do some scouting for us. This is not how you want to play your games, but it is the situation that I have walked myself into. Oh my goodness. Where are they going? 25 gold. Greatly improve your relationship. It's actually already improved. Does that improve it even further though? Oh, it does. Hell yeah, dude. Oh man, I probably didn't show that properly. Here. It jumped from here to like here. From 7 turns to 2 turns. And we got a migrant because we got, oh, sick. Awesome. Yeah, the turtles isn't even worth improving yet when I have 2 culture on all these breathtaking tiles. That's so funny. All right, let's get my scout down there. There's actually a freshwater tile there. There's some goodies here. This is gonna be bad. Oh, look at that saw pit though. 5 production saw pit. We did know that. So let's go ahead and build that. I could build it here. I could build it there. Let's build it this way. So I'm actually gonna get a lot of scouting when this settlement becomes my city-state. I'm gonna go to the south, because I need to know where to send the next settler after this. Hey, eat my shorts. You tried the one settlement game and went for a science victory. You lost by 3 turns to Ben Franklin, who got a cultural victory. Oh, no. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That's, hey, I mean, it sounds like it was a fun try, though. The tourism victory does happen very quickly. I haven't seen, like, I don't know how much it plays out in Modern Era in terms of multiplayer with, the resort towns now. being something I have to unlock, as opposed to just being available right at the top of the age. But I'm sure it is very strong still. We met Xerxes. Do a friendly meet with him. I'm trying to play relatively passively this game, I think. I saw Ursa Ryan was playing a very aggressive Japan game earlier. Ooh. Free settlement limit. This would actually help my... this would help me expand really early. It would also help me get my... Get up to 8 settlements. This civ does not have any additional settlement limit. They do have tradition slots here. A codex, a couple governments. I think settlement limit will actually be the best thing for me here, because the food on food buildings is only going to affect my gardens. Food on resources is good. Don't get me wrong. The unique infrastructure gives you 2 food, 1 food on farms on desert terrain in the settlement. No, we're not in the desert. Yeah, let's get the settlement limit. This also help us get to... We actually can't get to 8 settlement, can we? I think we can get up to, what is it? 1, 2... 3. I think you can only get to 6 settlement limit normally. Exploration, you'll get up to 2. Or, sorry, you'll get up to 8. We got another, actually... Ooh, diplomatic point. Ooh, I could go for befriending city-states for cheap. Or I can go for happiness from resources. And go down the celebration length path. This is very early. Getting this early would be really good, though. You want to play Himiko as Kajar all the way through? Oh, you did play Himiko as Kajar. That's fantastic. Kajar is definitely the one city challenge civ for how much benefit they get for being under settlement limit. Very well into modern age. Hey, well, hey, congrats on the attempt. How long is it gonna be until you try again? All right, what's Parsa doing? Brickyard. All right, this I do not recommend settling just blindly in the dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this actually will make Sithep mad at me for settling here. But actually this, I lucked out. This is actually a good settlement location. It's got breathtaking tiles. It's got everything I need here in terms of growth potential. It's got the buildings for a city. Yeah, it's actually a pretty dang good spot. Yep, they're now mad at me though. So that's fine. That's fine. Ooh. Do I get the resource for 2 food? This is a 4 food tile essentially. Or do I get a 1, 1, 2, 2? That's 6 yield total. That's gonna be 4 yield. Sure, let's grab the call-in here. We'll drag that into the capital, because I can then move the wild game here, which is 4 food for a town. This settlement now has 9 food. Oh, sweet. Yeah, they both benefited from that. We love the assembly day. Fantastic. Okay, so wonder production or influence? It can't build wonders yet, so I guess we'll just take the free influence. Boom. Get settlements, gold as well. And actually, because I'm getting this big boost to... Oh, it's 50 influence on online speed, by the way. So, because I know that happened, I actually want to find a scientific city-state. I'll let you know why in a bit. But yeah, hang on a second. Let me put these, we could go... I think I'm gonna attack Sithep. Either that or this. Oh, there's 2 actually ones to attack. What's the cultural improvement? Isn't it stone heads? Gosh, that could go hard. Let's see. No. My brain's not working 100% yet. I'm just gonna go down the happiness tree. I'm gonna go for as much happiness as possible this game. You're off tomorrow, so you might make another attempt at it? Hell yeah. All right, so I'm gonna actually take out tool making. I'm gonna run survey here. I really like this card. Not only does it make your scouts move 1 tile faster and give them 1 more point of vision, but that means if their vision is 3, their search ability gives them another vision, which is now 4, but their revealing of goody huts is twice their range. So their goody hut search is now 8 tiles compared to by default. It's only 6 tiles, or they can see like 2 tiles away. So being able to see a goody hut from 8 tiles away is really good compared to 2, is what I'm trying to say. Ooh, sweet. We got a cultural exchange here. I will have to support this because that's just gonna be really good for me. That's what that influence we just got for free was going to as well. So I'm gonna go over to the the Heian. Gosh, I really should look that up, how to pronounce it. It's one of those things you don't think about until you're trying to... Till you're here.
Heian.
Heian, the Heian Civilization. Heian. Okay, I can remember that. All right, sweet. Okay, cool. So I got that assault pit. We have 16 production. That actually means I can crank out a military very easily. We're going to build out 4 Yumi here. These are our range unique units. They have additional +2 movement and 5 combat strength if they have not moved this turn. So very high speed archers. Very, very fun. All right, parses down here. There's an island between us. Yeah, I got a lot of scouting to do, huh? I did say I'd settle next to a mountain at some point. Right. Okay, you can see our unique unit here. Cool looking archer unit, and then we're gonna go ahead and attack Cthep here for some experience. The limits of faith. People should worship as they like, get happiness, or the god of the forest cult demands strict obedience. Oh, our pantheon. Let's get that culture boost here, actually. And speaking of, I actually do want to grab that altar because that's actually a lot of gold for me. All right, immediately grab that clay pit. I actually don't have pottery yet. There's a goody gut here I want to go for. Oh, Khotan. Militaristic city-state. Do another search. Oh, please don't make me go up here to clear that. Okay, fine.
Perhaps for the first.
All right, so we got our first tradition as well. So +2 culture on buildings. Sorry, +2 happiness on culture buildings but not in a celebration. And then culture on happiness buildings when we are in a celebration. That includes your altar, by the way. So altars will be very powerful for us. We'll go to our west. Xerxes already has galleys out. All right, we have masonry. We got our monuments unlocked. Time to go for pottery into writing, I think. Now we can also unlock our urban grid. Do you see any rivers, guys?
You ask for what reason?
Oh, there's the natural wonder. And no one else has seen it yet. Oh, nice. We gotta go settle that immediately. Immediately. Hang on. I want my breathtaking tiles. All right, let me go explore a little bit of Xerxes land here. We're going after Angkor Wat. Good question. Angkor Wat will give us a specialist limit in a settlement. So if we want to go for a high, like a really good specialist game, we could totally go that route. We should probably talk about what triumphs we want to go for. So of course the minor triumphs, these kind of just happen. Things like exploring the map will give us a free settler. Obviously this one getting the improving the natural wonder will give us food on breathtaking tiles. I want that for sure. Most of this is just going to happen just naturally. I want to try to lean into a cultural game here. So obviously we want to look into our major triumphs, but we don't have to do all these three. I want to get our altars out, and I think we'll probably be the first one to get the 9 social policies for having a ton of happiness, so we can try to track that. And then we also can try to go for things like alliances to give us happiness in all settlements per alliance. That could be cool. So we'll do a cultural diplomatic type of a mixed game here. But in terms of, like, we're not going to be going for any of the scientific triumphs here because we have a negative 15% malice to science. And we are playing the peaceful Japan instead of the aggressive Japan, so that's what we're going to go for. I'm going to try to just found 8 settlements probably. And see where that where that takes us. So Khotan could actually give us a settlement limit, by the way, this militaristic city-state. I could actually go for that. Hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. All right, there's clay, there's turtles, there's fish. There's also reef, which is good here. Oh, there's also a cowrie for 2 science. So let me just start off by grabbing... Yeah, let's just grab the turtles, because I can plug that into the capital and get 2 culture off of that, as well as a happiness. All right, yeah, we are definitely sending a settler over here ASAP. That's going to be a wonderful city. Oh, look at that. Oh, and look, it's got a really good science tile as well. Oh, man, that's going to be amazing. Wait, also, what's the appeal? Oh, it's all charming. Oh, let's go, dude. So we can get our unique infrastructure around here, too. Literally just put it literally on any of these tiles, and it's going to be amazing. But remember, we have one that goes on the sea as well, so we want to build those, like, in the nook of all this charming... So, like, right there. Oh, that's gonna be really good. That's gonna be so good. Let me get one more archer out, though, quickly. I don't like this. I do like that they're attacking each other, though. Awesome. Let's grab another turtle here. All right, we got our archer up. Sick. Very, very happy about that. Okay, this is actually a much more interesting archipelago map than I saw on my first playthrough. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually pretty neat. So it looks like every tile is either adjacent to a coast or only 2 tiles adjacent to a coastline. For the most part. I could go for this militaristic city-state for the settlement limit. I could also go for a cultural one. Just to secure like some nice borders and get some friendly trade routes. So we'll go for that. But you can see we already have 50 culture per turn. That is insane. Oh, look at this. Our new tradition. All buildings receive minor adjacency for breathtaking tiles. That's all buildings. That's So good, guys. Look at that. That means this saw pit is getting culture, and so is the altar from the breathtaking tiles. From these two, that's the breathtaking tile. Let me see. Oh, dude, look at that palace. Oh, and look at this guy, the fishing key. This is one building, but it's adjacent to 3 breathtaking tiles. Wait a second. 3.5. .5. Why is it getting 4 culture? No, 3.5 culture. Is that bugged? Is that too much? Alright, we can also go to Waka to get a codex. And then I think I'm gonna send this scout to the north, because I have one here in the south. We're gonna focus fire towards the boat, because I want to deal with that quickly. And to get open borders here. He said no. Dude, we have 2 exchanges happening right now. Why did you say no? What the hell is even that? All right. Fine, I didn't want to go that way anyways. Oh, there's the boat. Hang on. Gotta attack the boat. We get a promotion here. I will actually be going ahead and grabbing the Zeal promotion. I don't plan to be very aggressive. This gives me 5% yield to accept happiness to a settlement when it is stationed on a district, and that's gonna combo pretty well with the additional cultural on Great Works card that we're gonna get here. All right, this settler, of course, wanted to come down here ASAP. So we'll send him down that way. I actually probably do want a galley. We have 16 production. Actually, overflow, get the galley done in 1 turn. Very nice. He said you better build an army. Yeah, oh, wow. This settler, really. I settled too close to his capital. That's crazy, dude. All right, we got another celebration. We'll grab another 100 influence here. Dude, Classic Republic is gonna be really good for grabbing city-states, which is fantastic because that's like the whole idea, to be very Greece, Classic Republic, grabbing city-states type of dealio. All right, that settler is going to be delayed a turn, which stinks, but it's okay. There's the Scythians. What was that?
Our tears are not.
Yeah, settlements with an army commander receive 2 culture for every great work on display, but they receive less experience, so I'm not going to run this yet, but it is available to us later. We also got a cultural attribute. Nice. So this goes, we go for studying civic masteries or production towards wonders. I actually will go towards the wonder production here. Just because I know I'm gonna have plenty of culture. I'm not gonna have a trouble researching civic masteries. I will have trouble building the couple of wonders that I do want though, so I'm gonna go for that. Let's go for the Mono no Aware, the +1 tradition, and great work buildings and wonders receive happiness from charming tiles and 2 food adjacency with breathtaking tiles. That's crazy. All right, I need to kill this. We're gonna step and shoot with the archer. Attack with the boat. Sink it. Nice. I need a range attack here. They are still archers, so he only has 10 melee strength. All right, we got our survey card back on for our scouts, which is great. Now I will want to try. Oh, let's go, dude. All right, go. We can actually get our unique infrastructure down now. And here we are. Yeah, the land one. Oh, look at that. Plus, that is a full plus 12 tile. Wait for that. Wait for that tile. That's going to be so good. Oh, he settled too close to me now. All right. Honestly, it's fine. I would like a trade partner, Xerxes. We don't have to be enemies here. Oh, I just know it. I know Xerxes, though. He's going to fight me. All right. Settler, go out that way. We got more boats. Oh, yikes. That's a lot of boats. There it is. There's our unique infrastructure. And it has 14 culture on the tile. And 4 happiness. Oh my goodness, dude. That's so good. Wait, it has 4 happiness because you get happiness per age on the happiness and diplomacy buildings. Nope, that can't be it. Oh, right. We get, nope. Happiness on culture buildings. That's not a culture building. That's an improvement. Why do I have 4 happiness on it? Does Civ 7 have a multiplayer scene yet? Wide Wang, very good question. Oh, Wide Wang. I know that name. I do a little bit of multiplayer in our Discord. But it's kind of more of a just people hit each other up, or I'll ding the Discord a little bit here and there. But welcome in. Definitely I think my multiplayer is a little bit. We get aggressive, we have fun, but it's definitely not a crazy competitive scene either. So. Let me actually go to this. Hang on. Clay. No, I'm just gonna keep getting the breathtaking tiles. That's so good. All right, we're gonna go for another promotion here. I could actually go down the assault tree here because I have the zeal promotion that I wanted. Or honestly, we're just gonna go down leadership and get down to order as fast as possible. All right, I'm going to save my gold for the new settlement, I think. Oh, this was going to be a city, wasn't it? Where's the best tile for its unique infrastructure? Because remember, these can go in all settlements, of course. So, it's... Actually, where I settled is the best tile for it, but 'tis what it is. Let me save for an altar, maybe. Oh, yeah, but if anyone is interested in some casual multiplayer, we do have a link to the Discord, or it's in the YouTube description. Oh, yikes. That hurt. Oh, yikes. Run away. All right, take that guy out. We got writing. Fantastic. So we got access to libraries now. Let me go for irrigation to get our gardens and also a settlement limit. I also need to get another settler out because we're actually ahead of schedule on settlement limit. We got our 4 unique archers out. Fantastic. get away from this. There's a settlement down, or a city-state down this way. All right, cool. Actually, this settlement doesn't need an altar, does it? Six turns. Let me just grab the harbor. Oh, look at that. So that has a minor adjacency to 2 breathtaking tiles. So that's where the one culture is coming from. Fantastic. Dude, look at these tiles, dude. So just too much yield on it, dude. Oh, this guy is so dead. Okay, maybe you can hide. All right, we'll be able to clear one independent power soon. There he is. Scientific one. Oh! Well, that's why there's only one natural wonder. We found the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, sick. Oh, that means you would want to settle within range of that, right? Oh, you're not gonna. That's like not even worth. 1 science to all coastal terrain in this settlement. Units that move onto this natural wonder are teleported to a random motion. Wait. Science at all coastal terrain? Dude. You do want to settle here eventually. Oh. Tawanaku. I wanted to befriend them to get step pyramids. But now I want to kill them so I can settle this and get all the science down here. Also, like, no other players are going to know about this down here. It's so far away from Xerxes and anyone else. Oh, we're going to have a crazy string empire, aren't we? Oh my god, this scout's stuck. Please let me through. He rejects. Oh my goodness. I was wondering where this settler is, or this scout is. They're stuck. That's lame. All right. All right, Xerxes. I'm going to have to plug like choke points here of boats in case there's a war at all. A big island in the fog.
Real things in the dark seem no.
How does the AI in Civ 7 compare to the Civ 6 AI? Wide Wang, it's really hard to compare. There's so many things that are tricky. In terms of like how they act, it acts very similar. Like it does the dumb things that Civ 6 AI does. On launch, it was really bad because there was no. They got rid of loyalty, so they would settle inside of crazy pockets inside of your empire, or walk settlers back and forth and do weird things. They fixed some of those issues by probably like a under the hood type of loyalty weight. For the civs, but in terms of like understanding the complexity of the game, they're not very good at that either. Like for instance, they don't really put their buildings, their unique buildings in their unique quarters together very well, because they're just looking at adjacencies, and often buildings have different adjacencies. That's probably my biggest annoyance with conquering other settlements, is that their unique quarters are broken. In terms of warfare, they do pretty decent. Compared to like Civ 6 war. Compared to a person, not well. But of course, that also gets very complicated because there's so many different sources of combat modifiers and war support and all those types of things. They're also very bad about exploring the water because they die. But that's why they get less damage to their units when they're in deep ocean. But basically, the short answer is it feels a lot like Civ 6 AI in a even more complicated game. So, we'll do with that what you will, I think. Ooh, cultural diplomatic attribute. Transience. Bronze bell is struck, its ring carrying far before dissipating. Birdsong brightens the morning air and then is no more. I think we go for the cultural attribute here. We're just going to need a lot of culture this game, obviously. So I get culture for each resource. So we get culture and happiness on resources now. That means getting a trade system online from Code of Law, so getting our merchants online will be really good for us. Awesome, and we have 3 tradition slots. So this is it. Great work, buildings, and wonders receive happiness adjacency from charming tiles, and food adjacency with breathtaking tiles. This is going to be insane, because you'll see here is a library. I had it on this tile because it has 2 resource adjacency. But you'll see this says 12 adjacency. That is because if you place it, there are a lot of different adjacencies you could grab here. So, for instance, if we break this open and you look over on this end, you can see I have +4 science on both of these tiles. We get, let's see, northwest adjacency is a +1 science. West adjacency is food and culture. Northwest adjacency is food, science, and culture. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So again, happiness from charming tiles and food from breathtaking tiles. And then science on top. So that's only for wonders and for great work buildings. So I'm probably still gonna put it says, oh, okay, interesting. So you'll see when I click on the library, you see how there's a little halo hovering here telling me to put it here. That's been in the game for a while. That's telling you you have a really good adjacency on that tile. Wow, this is confusing to look at, though. I think what they need to add is a distinction, because the arrows here are nice, right? To see where the adjacencies, what direction they're coming from, but we don't have any distinction between minor and major now. So I could put a wonder on this tile, though, and get all of those adjacencies that I want. What wonder could go there? And that'll also just help the library tile, too. Culture and food on fishing boats in the settlement? That would be amazing to get. Yeah, we'll try to get a wonder there, but our library... We're just going to go ahead and place that on that tile after the settler's done. We're going to step these guys in. Oh, hello. I'm just going to clear this too. Actually, what experience are you at? Yeah, you're at 2. Yeah, let's just clear this for that culture boost. Promotion as well. So we'll get a combat strength from the defender when the commander from defending, so he doesn't die. That settler's going up this way as quickly as possible. All right, let's get a fishing key on this settlement as well to get the settlement growing. It can actually specialize already. This might actually be an urban center just because it has good tiles for buildings, but it doesn't have a huge amount of potential. But it is growing nice and quick, which is awesome. All right, gold or influence. Let's actually go for gold here. I'm getting a lot of influence from my government. And I'm going to start grabbing... Oh, dude, these... Yeah, the jungle tiles are too good to pass up. Look at those. All right, settler. There's gold here. There's mountains this way as well. Oh, there's more wild game. Now that I can settle over here because the city-state's dead, maybe worth it to plug a couple settlements over here. So I'll be able to grab the fish. I can't grab the dyes yet unless I settle here. Yeah, I guess you settle there. And then we're just kind of chaining all our settlements down this direction. I did actually really want to get the scientific city-state. But I think first, let's get one of these militaristic ones for a settlement limit. Alexander is over here befriending these guys. Look at that. Yeah, let me go Catan. Take the boat out. All right, Oratory giving me additional influence as well. Just a high value card. Take that guy out. Take this guy out. And we have our first merchant as well. I'm gonna send that to Xerxes. Oh, he's got double camels in his capital. Dude, that's sick. I want that. Let's grab the Cowrie. I want to start putting that in my towns that I start settling. Ooh, the Yumi. A soldier lowers his bow to watch the final moments of his ship at sea, struck down by a single arrow. Dude, this is a narrative event because I sunk a ship with a Umi. Cool. The soldier rubs his finger instinctively against the laminated bamboo, ignoring the wind and rain slapping his face. Launch another arrow to make sure. +2 combat strength, determined ability. Hell yeah, or 50 influence. Let's get the determined ability. I want combat strength on my ranged units. That's awesome. Oh, and a codex. Hell yeah, dude. All right, I need to get that library built. And I think we need to go... Oh, great Stell's available. That's actually surprising to see. So I'm gonna actually see if I can build that. Military aid with Livestream buy. I'll accept, not support. I don't think I need the full combat strength yet. Settlers on its way. This is about to be mine. Awesome. I could also make this a independent power, be my city-state this era, and then when the era flips, kill it. Could do that. Growth rate. Ooh. Actually, that's even more important than my oratory. All right, cultural boost there. And then I think we were going to go up to the wheel, right? Because we want the villas built quickly. We have mysticism. Let's go up to entertainment as well. This will give us happiness at all settlements, which will increase our governments, but also tourism for each celebration, because we're going to have a lot of celebrations. We're going to have a lot of tourism from that. All right, and I got my settlers moving in. This scout does not know where to go. I can't believe the scout's still stuck here. Bro. Alright, I need to get that trade route with him and then try to improve our relationships, because this is so annoying. This scout is just crushed. Cannot go anywhere. I'm gonna actually buy a scout too to go to the north. I need to know more about the land. Local festival, happiness in cities. Or influence. Oh, actually, I can take the influence here. I only have one city. Sick, dude. Okay. Now. Oh, dude, our monuments get so much culture. Oh, wait. The Wonder. Great Stele. Are we going for Wonder building? Oh, we also have already great people to build. Ooh, dude, there's so much. Hang on. Hang on. Look at the harbor. I have too many things I need to do. Let's get this settler, and our commander is going back to their capital to stay put. Yo, Chu, how you doing?
Remain.
Yeah, we're just run that as is. We'll get... Ooh, Alexander wants to give us a cultural exchange. I will take that. I'll support it. And we'll do actually a production boost to wonders. Hell yeah, dude. 10% for wonders, but 20% if it's just joyous or happier city. I can then also run the influence card. Let me see. Where are my settlements at? I do have a joyous city. That is my capital. So it has a 20% wonder production boost. Hell yeah, dude. So I can go Oracle or I can go Great Stell. Great Stell gives you 200 gold per age when you construct a wonder in your entire empire. That's pretty good. Oh, wait a second. Great work, buildings, and wonders receive hapless adjacency with charming tiles. All right, it's not showing that when I try to build something here. But I should be able to do it. Oh, also I can put it on this tile and keep this open for a district if I want to have my palace and specialists on that tile. Oh, sweet. I got this settlement ready. Hell yeah, brother. Sick, dude. I'm immediately throwing the wild game in there. And it needs 300 gold to be a city. I'm going to shovel all of my gold in that settlement as soon as possible. Steely? Yeah, Maui would go really hard. I've been seeing the AI build it so fast, though. So I doubt we're going to get it. Yeah, let me just put the wonder here for fun. Boost our library. Or do you want... Hang on a second. That's where your monument's going. Yeah, your monument and your villa goes there, to be honest. Just because then you can build up a nice quarter next to your capital. And I'm going to build a wonder here instead. All right, I want to actually befriend Catan a little bit faster as well to try to get that settlement limit. Tushpa. All right, capital continues to grow nice and quickly. I will go for the production because we're building a wonder. And let me... Oh, yep. Okay. Go to the natural wonder as soon as possible. Ooh, open borders with Alex. Alex is liking me. That's awesome. Petro's built. Aha! Okay, we got a cultural city-state. Let me grab more Cowrie. I need another town, which we just settled. Hakata. Awesome. And again, I did say all of my gold is going to Asuka. Because, yep, monument... Go ahead and get the brickyard in. Dude, it just has culture because it's next to these tiles. It's so good. All right, megaliths, huh? 2 culture and food for every adjacent improvement. Could be pretty good. I could go for the wonder production though, or culture on codices. Oh, culture on saw pits and fishing keys. That's really good. Hang on. I wanted to get my scientific city-state specifically because the step pyramid has to be on tiles with natural appeal. And like those are just everywhere. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go for the city-state. I'm not going for the cultural improvement here. There's also once you have like big swaths of land. So instead, I'm gonna go for culture on cultural buildings and just build up my monuments. Oh, there's still a swordsman here. Guess I'll go take care of that. Yeah, the megalith or the wonder prod. I think those are both good choices. Can I levy a scout? Oh, I can. Let's go. This is my scout now. Hell yeah, dude. All right, what's up this way? Oh, probably nothing, actually. That probably wasn't worth it because I was getting free scouting just by his scout going around. All right, 2 happiness in all settlements is actually fantastic for us. Oh, actually, I get to run survey on this scout now, so he actually is a much faster explorer. All right, here's our natural wonder. Bam. You know Nerdy's gonna go straight for the breathtaking tile stuff. 1 food on breathtaking tiles. Let's go, dude. Oh my god, you can't even see it. I'm breaking the yields. There's 3 food on that tile. 2. This is a 2, 2, 1, 1, 14, 4 tile. Bro. Brother. Oh, dude, I love it. Oh, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Hinder civic study. All right, I'll take a negative 10% culture per turn. I still have a 15 positive. So I still have 92 culture per turn. Oh my goodness. All right, dude, our culture is insane, by the way. So if we're the first one to study philosophy, we get a minor triumph, correct? 1 happiness on culture buildings. Sick, dude. All right, let's go up citizenship. Also, did you guys see any rivers yet? Oh, there's a river. Hang on. Unique wonder. Adjacent to a river. Oh, it has to be right there. Welp. Surely no one else is going to build it, right? I have 1 tile I could put it on. Or technically up there. Wow. How? All right, Archipelago map is gonna be a little bit difficult for that wonder specifically, but oh sweet dude, double camel, let's go. Hang on. Oh boy, that's gonna go really good. $23 tile with no specialists. Yeah, I mean you can't put specialists on it if it's a rural tile, but I hear ya. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Akabenini goes hard with a Civ too, especially if you take the mementos that boost yields on a rural tile improvements. Oh, dude, yeah. The trade one, trade Xerxes. Hell yeah, dude, that'd be great. Incorporate the military. City-state. Yeah, this can't build next to this river because of this mountain. And then this one's not mine. Oh, there's a river. The first minor river I've seen. Yeah, Archipelago is not a good map type for rivers, for sure. Okay, take him out. That is so funny. I could actually settle there. I could actually settle there, but you need to make it a city to even build the wonder in the first place. 1, 2, 3. This could build it. This might eventually be a city. Oh, hello. Oh, Athenai. Oh, there's Alexander. Okay. Hey, Alex, you want to fight Xerxes? I heard you like fighting Persia. That'd be totally cash money of you. Oh, double camel down here, by the way.
Inventor.
Oh, grab some gold. Breathtaking gold mine, by the way. Military aid we can accept. And in terms of, we got the wheel, so we got our villas up. Awesome. Let's go writing mastery so I can steal technologies, because our science is very low. Actually, it's actually second place. That's so funny, dude. All right. Bring this guy over to a district. Let me also get the cultural exchange with Xerxes, which he supports. He does support that. So maybe that'll increase a relationship better. Oops. Well, that doesn't look correct. Oh gosh, guys, this is gonna go so hard. And doesn't the exploration get a bunch of like cultural and breathtaking tiles? Policies? Doesn't that come later? 17 happiness in this settlement. Wow, 31 here. Oh, we're about to get that wonder build. Awesome. All right, time to start shoveling money over here too. 10 adjacency. Sick. Let's have 5 pop. Let's see. Villa, monument. I need to get its production up. This is the brickyard. I need to get the saw pit. And I guess we'll just get the altar wherever. And we'll throw the granary in there too. This would actually be a pretty dang good settlement. This actually could be a new capital, by the way. So knowing that, I will go ahead and put all of my buildings around the city center so we can maybe turn it into a capital with some really good specialists. So let's start with the saw pit. So it's probably gonna be these 3 cities then. There's the great stove. Oh, that's amazing. I need that gold, actually. We also have the ability to get happiness on wonders now. Sick. Sick. We'll get food and settlements. That's probably better than clan networks right now. And production towards our culture buildings would be good here. I love keeping survey in until I get to the point where I get the free settler. But this is probably pretty good. Drama and poetry. Culture and cultural buildings. I certainly need to grab... Oh, that tile's not breathtaking, is it? It's not. Ah, okay. So what we want to do is we want to have our unique infrastructure there, I think. plus 12. Yeah, look. Oh, dude, it even has the highlight for the adjacencies. That's so good. 14 culture on that tile. All right, let's beeline up to literacy. Nalanda could actually help us with science. The capital has a couple of wonders that are available, but I actually really need to get a couple of really big things up, like the monument I was talking about. Oh, sweet, we got a warrior. Khotan will be ours in 2. Oh, also, we are playing on the regroup setting. You can now actually transition boats from Antiquity into Exploration Age. Boats, if you're familiar, land units, you transition 6 units from Antiquity to Exploration, plus whatever can fit into a commander. Obviously, you don't have any admirals in Antiquity, so boats just didn't transition. Now you can transition the number of boats equal to the number of harbors that you have. So depending on how many settlements you have, you can get more boats transitioned. Instead of just saying it was like a set number like 6 or random, it was just, it's equal to the number of harbors you built. So the more you invest into naval infrastructure, the more you're going to have a really good time. Oh, sick. Hang on. Actually, I'm gonna work this boat here because I'm gonna put the Xinjiang of the Sea down. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, there's another boat here. Go deal with that. This is the next screen they gotta work on. So the city details screen has been updated. You can now see what settlements you are connected to before you specialize a town, which is actually really important. Glad that's there now. Oh, and the villa we want to build up as well. So the villa is actually how much production? It is a happiness and influence building. It is 103 production. We have 26 production. We'll build it in 2 turns because we have 100% production. Nice. But yeah, you get 50 production per turn for it. That's awesome. Local festival. We'll just accept that for now. Keep my influence. Get the harbor bought. And this settlement can now get to be a city for 125 gold. Feels pretty good to me. All right, I'm gonna go up to currency to get our markets online as well. Start getting a border so my scouts can... Did she say no? Bro. You're happy. We're good. You're good. You're good. We're good. You had nothing... There was nothing wrong. You rejected my endeavor. That's the only thing that's wrong. But you rejected it. That's crazy, dude. I still need to settle next to a mountain, by the way. Gotta grab all those resources there. So there's at least 2 settlements down here. Oh, nice, dude. Get some really strong infrastructure around here. This settlement, of course, is going to continue to grow. Breathtaking tiles are amazing. Mean girl energy, true. Hey, look, the settlement limit is still here. Hill forts are here as well. But that still has to be on rough terrain. We don't have a ton of that. So let's just grab the settlement limit, and we'll just keep on expanding. Oh, please don't pillage my stuff. That's not how I meant to do that, but okay. Hey, will you let me in? He accepts. Okay, okay. So not everyone's mean. Just you are. Oh, right, Canal City. I meant it. I did that on purpose. All right, need a little bit of gold and make this a city. Hey, rude, 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 rude. Step, step, and we got 3 shots here to focus fire, and wow, that did not do a lot. Okay, and then get the wonder improved. Awesome. Let's go up to philosophy to get that triumph, and ooh, do we wonder production? Do we wonder boost? Nalanda's available. We're invited to the sleepover. Oh, rough, buddy. I do have a tradition that gives me cultural and great works. So having Nalanda could actually be pretty good for me. There's just other things I need to do right now, though, like getting my settlers out. So let's just do the 100 influence. Call it a day. And we'll get the Clan Network's growth card back in, too. Ah, no. Lakshmi Bai is going to incorporate that settlement. That's rough. That's very not ideal. She settled there. Kabul. Did I get that goodie hut? Alexander doing Greece things. So that's distant lands. That's funny. Oh, there's a goodie hut up there. What the? What are you guys thinking about the update so far, by the way? Focus fire again. Take him out. Clear this problem up. So where else am I going to settle? I probably do want to settle in this nook. Help defend my capital. That might be it, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have to keep squeezing around, though. All right, if you guys want to try out this combination, Himiko of Heian, then definitely look out for scientific city-states and try to get your step pyramids, because you can place that on any happy tile, which is literally everywhere on these maps. All right, cool. 100 gold for a city. Let's freaking go, dude. 2 turns for a monument, 3 turns for a villa. We got gardens. Let's get the garden up first. Oh my god, I had all of these camels this whole time. Hang on. I forgot. I forgot. Also, okay, we do have a city here. We'll put 1 camel in our new city and 1 camel in our capital. Put the salt in our capital because they're going to build a settlers for us. And our Hakata, we'll get the wild game to start growing that now. We'll send out all of our culture in our capital. Cowrie can go pretty much anywhere. Fish can go anywhere. Actually, that'll go growth for Suka. That'll be great. All right. So this is gonna be a town now, huh? So technically, so you could put your unique infrastructure on this tile to be adjacent to 4 tiles, which is 8 culture. Or, and this was adjacent to 3, but it's breathtaking, so it has 2 culture. So it's still 8 culture. But I could actually district it out this way if I wanted to then for that +5. I'll put it there then. Hey, will you let me through now? Nope. All right. Auto-exploring scouts now. Hey, have a good night, Graham. 200 more tiles to reveal until we get the scout out, or the settler, the free settler. There, our first to study philosophy, awesome. So I could actually run the 2 culture for every great work on display tradition as well. I just don't, oh, we do have 4 tradition slots. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, 1 culture on displayed great works in joyous elements, 2 for aesthetic. Or I just get 2 on great works. Nice. Oh, Cass, food in all settlements needs to go back in. 50 culture, 100 celebration. Let's go for that. 100 happiness is great. Let's go up to organized military. We'll just get all of our settlement going because these settlers are going to start cranking. So that's not going to be a settlement anymore. I just have to grab... Oh, I can still go there. I could grab a town over there, too. Is that next to a mountain? No, no. That one is. Okay. Sick. All right, cool. We got some codices. These will be generating culture as well now. All right, we'll get my settlers out, and then I'll figure out what to do.
Those who
Oh, Alexander actually was about to ally me and then decided not to. Xerxes is looking mean. Oh, I can actually start stealing technology. Xerxes has good science. I will steal his tech. I'm sure that won't bite me in the butt later. Oh, we can actually ally with Lakshmi Bai. That'll actually just help me explore. Wow, she won't let me in inside of her borders. She won't give me open borders, but she'll allow me to ally. That's ridiculous. All right, technology. Let's go for... Ooh, yep. Maui's already built. Of course it is. Let's go bronze working. All right, this settlement is going to crank out its monument and its villa. That's going to be a really good settlement. Wow. All right, there's rubies, there's fish, there's turtles. There's also just breathtaking tiles to grab. Oh, I have resource slots. I should be going for those resources then. And once you get your settlers out, you're gonna go garden market. Oh, the wonders though. Oh, there's a celebration next turn? We'll see. Nalanda could be fun. I never get Nalanda. All right, we definitely need a brickyard here. So what is this settlement doing? This settlement does need to be a city for that really weird wonder all the way out this way. So start by buying out a harbor. Dude, look at the culture you're getting just for being adjacent to these breathtaking tiles, just by buying a harbor out. You probably actually want to get your sea guy next to 3. Oh, there's 4 tiles there. All right. Buy harbor. Let's see. You'll want your monument next to the mountains. Library can be anywhere. Cool. Brickyard will go here then. I don't tend to specialize my settlements into much later into the game, usually towards exploration. Grab a turtles. Plug that into the cap. That's 4 culture from a turtle. That's crazy. Organized military. All right, we have all of us some limit figured out. Let's go for skilled traders into, yeah, all this stuff. All right, cool. Wonder production. Could do a wonder production here. Nalanda, Oracle, or Colosseum. Colosseum does give happiness and gold on quarters instead of 2 happiness now. They did change that a while back. Yeah, let's go for the wonder production. I feel like going for Nalanda just because I never get to do this. Let's go for science and science buildings to get more of that. Let's go. Kotoha Hammurabi as well. Tradition slot, culture for every tradition or social policy or tradition slot next to age as well. And let's get that Nalanda. Built up here. All right. They do be settling. We have 4 out of 8 settlements. Dude, that's the one thing I wish you got some benefit for being under settlement limit. Just like a little bit. Like just making your celebrations slightly cheaper. We'll give a benefit for the wide empires a little bit more. We settle next to the mountain finally. Ooh, Daughter of the Mountain. Start 4 diplomatic endeavors. We could do that. Let me actually secure that flax there. Let's go cultural exchange with Alexander. Let's get a reconciliation, which he accepts, and then we'll go to a local festival. That's already 3 out of the 4 endeavors we need. I didn't realize reconciliation actually counted for that. That's hilarious. Open borders does not count for that. Yeah, it doesn't. I need 2 alliances, by the way. League of Legendary Friends. Be great for us to have. Woo! Bread and circuses. 50 excess happiness in a settlement. Gets us an instant tradition slot. Oh, sick, dude. I immediately plugged in happiness on wonders, or I could get cultural on display, great works, enjoy settlements, and 2 for static settlements. Or I could get gold for imported resources. Or more growth. Actually, coinage. I need the gold right now. I really should start sending merchants out. Yeah, send that to Delhi. Oh, crisis begins. Power at the center. At the heart of civilization, the capital city radiates authority. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna put the in-game music on. Banners bearing the sigil of empire flutter atop mountains to the power of people united. Yet another settlement distinguished themselves as their stars rise. Citizens question their place in a larger community. Does the empire truly represent us all? Uh-oh. Audio. There we go. Technology. Hang on. What does that mean? Which crisis was that? Ah, it's the rebellion. It's a good thing I have a happiness build. So -3 happiness in settlements you did not found is fine. -1 influence in settlements you did found. Or -6 happiness in settlements that are more than 9 tiles from the palace. I gotta have settlements far away. So let's just do the influence hit. That's fine. And now that we're here, I'm gonna start running military tradition to get our other happiness buildings up. Go for commerce. Oh, there's a civ here. Oh, that looks like a Charlemagne to me. Also, I don't have that many altars. I should probably get my altars up. Actually, there's a million things we need to get up. Dude, this scout is still stuck here. That is ridiculous. Oh, let's go. Another turtles. Wait, it's 5 culture in Asuka? And 4 in the capital? I guess I don't have any silk. Oh, this column needs to be in here, though. Nope, it's worth more than the capital. Hang on. That's weird. Alright, cool. That's fine. Let's grab that. We're gonna go buy the sea infrastructure. Hell yeah, dude. Get some flax as well. Hell yeah, dude. 12 and a half adjacency library. 12 and a half adjacency library. What is that? Dude, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. This is without a specialist, guys. I don't even know where to put it. Oh wait, there's 2 resources here. Yeah, you put it here. 12 and a half adjacency. It has 2.5 from the northeast, 2 from the east, 1 from the southeast, 2.5 from the southwest, 2.5 from the west, and 2 from the northwest. Yeah, they gotta do something about this. That is hilarious. Oh, Lahore! Oh boy, boy. Why? Lakshmi Bai. Oh, that's upsetting. That's really upsetting. Wow. Welp. No! I lost Nalanda.
The dogs.
Alright, resource capacities in cities actually would be good. Wait, I don't have enough resources yet. Shoot. Get the Breathtaking tile back. Garden. Finally garden time. Oh wait, or I have wonders. Also salvage. Oh shoot. If you start in an urban district, you can't actually move away from it. Oh well. It is what it is. Do we start actually running specialists on our libraries? Because look at that. It's a 26 adjacency now. How are the new guys weak? What? Let's see. Wait, take the resource capacity one out. I need to run the coinage card. What's that merchant at? Yeah. Oh, that's a good trade route up to Delhi. Form alliance with Alexander? Hang on. Is he at war? He's hostile. All right, we'll do it though. We'll take the alliance because I want League of Legendary Friends. And I'll bring my boats down here. All right, market as well. Oh, hang on. The Oracle, the Stupa. Culture for every excess 5 happiness in the settlement would be really nice. Colosseum is really good too. Specialists are solid if you stay around the settlement. Yeah, if you go super wide, it compounds the happiness issue. For sure. I should probably start getting my great people out, to be honest. It's probably a crime I don't have the first one yet. And it's already the crisis. Ooh. That library's about done. 4 gold. Dude, it's a 17 tile... 17 yield with 1 building in it, dude. Holy cow. Who's fighting?
An eye for
Lakshmi.
an eye.
Wait, what? Are there barbs over there? Yeah, you're not at war with anyone. Military aid. No, just accept that. Citizenship. I'm avoiding the future civic because I don't want the age to transition yet. All right, do we do another wonder production? We're chaining our stuff together. That's nice. Could go Coliseum here. Shankta Stupa. Mudo Perdido. Science and improvements and happiness on districts and tropical terrain. Oh, that's actually really nice too. Hang on, where's my granary going? Oh my god, dude, look at the adjacency on the granary. 7 culture, 6.5 culture on a granary. You know, I wasn't trying to build a bunch of wonders this game. Oh man, let's get the market. And we'll get the influence here. So that I could run the growth rate again. And here's our unique, oh, well, I have to wait till next turn, I guess. Oh, are these guys good? Son Goku, Son Goku looks good from what I've seen. I barely actually looked into them, actually, to be honest. All right. So the other Japan gets science. They get culture and science from commander promotions, instead of getting culture and science from adjacencies on their buildings. I haven't looked at the samurai yet, or their unique unit. Wow, the Shinobu or the tea house. I don't know how I feel about that ability. It basically means your city planning is not nearly as important, but your war front is important. I do like the science and culture from the army commanders. I just don't know how I feel about just removing that part of the game. However, I would say that jeez.
Heian.
The Heian is amazing. They're freaking fantastic. At least for my playstyle, where I really like playing with Appeal. Cultural improvements on breathtaking tiles is just fun, but it also just combines so well with the rest of their kit, where they get a major culture adjacency for charming breathtaking tiles on their unique infrastructure. You also get happiness on oh, hang on. You just get a lot of cultural and happiness like synergies together. You have a really, really strong cultural civ compared to like Meiji Japan, which is a very, very strong scientific civ. And I really like the flavor of having different types of Japan. In terms of different victory conditions, but also like what is important to them. All buildings get minor adjacency for breathtaking tiles. Tradition, dude. And also great work buildings and wonders getting happiness adjacency from charming tiles and food adjacency from breathtaking tiles is so good. I would say they seem very strong, in a delightful way. Holy cow, how do I get this all plugged in? Hang on. How much culture is a turtle? 4. All right. I actually really do need the flax, though. I actually don't need the culture anymore. So... All right, cool. Yeah, because I still have settlers on the way out. Like, the age is going to start transitioning soon. I need to get this settlement into a city soon. They assassinate commanders? Dude. That's awesome. All right, we're hitting Future Civic already. I actually cannot slow it down. That's so funny to me. How much of the map have we explored? 1363. Where is this scout doing? Oh wait, oh there's more. Okay. All right, get some gold going. $225 gold to make this into a city. Can we get a tile for the granary though, and then we'll be able to go straight for the wonder. Ooh, steel tech. Spy revealed though. All right, so our first great person gives us 3 happiness on the palace, which is nice. And we're getting markets online. We're finally getting our gold per turn up. They can get cleared by military units, though. So there's a civilian unit that can assassinate commanders, but couldn't be cleared. That's interesting. So crisis, we just advanced the age here. 60 out of 70. Actually, that's right on time. Militaristic attribute will go for the war support. Production here. On the capital. Amphitheaters available. Barracks is available. Brickyard, granary. Where are we going to put all this stuff? Oh my goodness, dude. Bro, look at that. There's so many overlapping abilities. I'm having a hard time, like, remembering what the heck is going on. So wonders are supposed to get an adjacency with a bunch of stuff. So let me just drop the Colosseum. All right, I need to get my altars out. Let me see, what triumphs was I actually going for? So we got a Code of Hammurabi. We got the League of Legendary Friends. I was going for Four Corners of the World. I can finally settle this guy down here. He's disconnected because I didn't settle him on the coastline, but I'll be able to buy some boats or some stuff out and get that connected soon. Grab some of that. I just have to buy a building and then a fishing key out this way to connect. So we have 6 settlements. Oh, I can't settle over here anymore. I could settle next to the capital directly. And I could settle next to this clay or by this fish. I might as well just sell all of them just to make sure the AI doesn't settle it. 7 turns for the wonder, though, is actually quite a bit of time. Oh, shoot. I still need to get this wonder up. If it's even available. It is available. Awesome. Unfortunate spawn for the capital. Too much water. It's an archipelago. I knew it was going to be like this. It is what it is. So it's fine though. Oh shoot, that's disconnected, so I can't put this anywhere. All right, Ming. Crisis policy, -6 happiness in cities is fine. $210 influence. I could also just decide to incorporate some of these city-states. Not Khotan. Like this settlement could actually be a pretty decent incorporate. If I want 8 settlements, but founding them is what gets us the 4 corners of the world dedication. The new Archipelago Map Type. Yes, it uses new Viroy map scripting. So they have it's much more natural and like natural shaped land masses, the way it's all formed. Hard to predict, all that kind of stuff. Good things. Ooh, wonder construction. Let's go. Nice. Diplomatic attribute as well. We can get increase the celebration length. Or again, we can go for befriending city-states faster. So our celebrations have been pretty quick. 160 per turn. Four turns left until the next celebration. We're not in a celebration right now. Ooh. Science or culture and library? We'll go for science. Let's grab the... I don't really like how this is kind of a dead end for the passive game. While like this is like really good. Let's go for increased celebration length. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be some distant lands. We can actually see right here, this says distant lands. So like our capital is gonna be really good for colonizing distant lands right here in exploration, but then also we'll be able to go out this way for distant lands, and then also probably down this way. Also, there's a Bermuda Triangle down here too. Like there's a lot of really good stuff for us here. Dude, look at all these freaking tiles. Holy cow. It's 175 gold to make this a city. So next turn I can make that a city. Dude, I need 3 gold right now. That's hilarious. Sure, we'll support our local festival to get that happiness going too. And I think we go up to mathematics to see if we can get academies. No, we're not going to get that in time, so let's just grab some codices around. And so here are some more great people. This guy gives us activate on a building with a great work slot to grant 1 slot to all buildings in the settlement with a great work slot. Oh. That'd be nice in the capital, but the age is going to end, and then we're probably going to lose the great work slots, so it's fine. Ooh, 20 snowy mountains. Seeking the right match to the line of poetry. The old master between 20 snowy mountains. The only thing to move. A blackbird's eye, or are his feet. The old master between 20 snowy mountains. The only thing to move are a blackbird's eye or are his feet. Oh, this is, there's definitely a solution to this. I don't know what it is. Let's do it, his feet. We run here. We run. The poet frowns. No, this draws the mind's eye to human footfalls. When one tracks one to the landscape is what not. Okay.
He was.
All right, we got masonry. Keep going. Wonder construction boost. Military aid we don't need. I could go for lighthouses. Yo, wait, there's another wonder there. The Marizuka. 2 culture and production to all districts that have an antiquity building and at least 1 happiness in this settlement. Must be placed adjacent to a mountain. Yo! That's really nice. Wow, wait, that carries on. Wait, what? Culture and production to districts that have an antiquity building, which means you don't want to overbuild in that city. Oh, sick. That's so cool. That changes how you play. Oh, I just missed that goodie head. That's crazy. All right, make a city. And there it is. The Hoodoo Hall. Could finally build it. Ooh, the value of gifts. 2 rival clans offer their appeals to the court. A well-connected but pampered daughter for a bride, or a group of dislocated farmers now seeking urban life. Choose the daughter. Influence is priceless. Influence in all cities, but -1 golden cities. Choose the farmers. Population is priceless. Migrant. 2 migrants. But less happiness. I kind of need my gold right now. I don't need my influence. And also, 2 migrants is really good. So let's grab that. And I'll pop them into the 22 population city. Sick. All right, we got a new city that needs a lot of production. And none of my resources give me production. Oh boy. Bro, oh jeez, this, oh my goodness, the click and drag bug is really annoying. All right, cool. So 5 turns, I actually will get that wonder built. That'll be awesome. I'll get additional appeal on my adjacent to my wonders. I still have 2 settlement limit I need to fill. I have 8 turns, so Suka can build a settler, and then my capital will have to build a settler after the Colosseum to fill that out. Or prioritize antiquity warehouse buildings, yeah. I feel like I always get those though, so I guess I wasn't thinking too much about them. Ooh, Mibu. Specialist grant +1 culture on this cultural building. All right, Oh, can I get that free settler, please? Oh, I still have 100%. Oh, geez. Okay, that's probably not gonna happen. Oh, dude, the Korean music is sick. Or Japanese music, I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad. Canceled. Hey, it's the Japanese and Korea pack. I'm sorry. Alright, get the ivory improved. Oh, dude, there's cotton down there? Hell yeah, dude. Another wonder construction boost. Six turns left on the age. Get another wonder production boost here. I didn't get the survey card in, so this one scout can finally show us the world. There we go. Oh, that's cute. They're right next to each other. That is... Dude, 300 culture. 300 culture. In antiquity. Alright. I've really have been like kind of shaming Himiko High Shaman for a long time. But now that we see this Civ with her, holy cow. That is strong, dude.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand.
Rome shall stand. Awesome. And we're just slamming through the future civics too. Economic point as well. Nice. Wow, I'm so close to completing from Nagu to Nagu. You still hate your science malice? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do too. But okay, I don't hate the fact that she has a science malice. I hate that she has a science malice and you have to unlock the culture buildings in the tech tree. That's what I hate. I hate that the monument's one thing, but you can't get amphitheaters and you can't get kilns. And you can't get, like, all of these culture buildings need you to have a lot of science, which means whoever has the most culture is going to be the person who has the most science. But whoever has the most science is going to have the most science. It's I thought they fixed this in Civ 6, but I don't know why you didn't tell us that sooner. You mentioned the antiquity age at warehouse buildings in regards to the wonder that it boosts antiquity buildings as opposed to not overbuilding them. That is interesting though, dude. That's really cool. I think that's, I need to figure out a game to build that wonder now. Can fix it by making it 30-0 in celebrations. Oh, I see. I see. So you would like Himiko to have 15% to culture, but negative 15% science outside of celebrations, but make it 30% double her culture, but remove the science malice during a celebration. Yeah, it's a positive 30, negative 30 is the huge issue. Yeah, like look at this, 50. Oh. Other yield income, negative 14 science. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's rough, dude. That's rough. But yeah, no, I don't know. Science is where you unlock... Science is where you unlock all of the buildings, right? So unless it is specifically inside the culture of victory. So temples are in the culture tree. So altars are also, because it's a religious building, is in the culture tree. But your and things like your museums are in the culture tree. But I don't know. I feel like your culture and your happiness building should be in the culture tree. And not in the tech tree. And I felt that like for a very long time. I would say if you had to split it up, I would say obviously keep your science and your production in the tech tree. Your culture and your happiness would be in the cultural tree. Then, like, gold and food could stay in the tech tree, but have influence be in the cultural tree, right? It doesn't make sense that influence, why is influence a technology building? Most of the buildings in the tech tree, yeah, exactly. All the buildings except for the ones that are specifically in the cultural path, like victory path. So that means altars, temples, museums. What's the other one? Yeah, it's something I've thought for a long time. But it's just like, if you have a crazy high culture number, you're never gonna have, you're gonna fall behind whoever has a high science number, because they're gonna get all the culture buildings and you can't. That's it, you think? Yeah, it's something I've been wanting to like bring up. It just doesn't seem right to me. And I really like what Civ 6 did, you know, in terms of that situation. Oh boy, dude, look at this. Sick. 24. Nice. 2 turns on both those settlers. All right, so 2 more settlers. I think the altar triumph, I'm actually gonna ignore at this point. I don't really need that anymore. Yeah, so it's altars in antiquity, it's temples in exploration, and it's museums in modern. I think there is something else. I'm trying to remember what it is, though. But yeah, it's specifically only things that are required for cultural victory. But yeah, I don't know. I disagree. I think it could be. Jeez, the music is loud. Holy cow, dude. This element really needs to be connected too. Let's get a saw pit. All right, -10 happiness in the capital because the capital can handle it. It has Colosseum. Oh, sick, dude. I wasn't gonna put a monument there, but look how good that is. All right, you get 2 settlers out next turn. Just never enjoyed how chaining celebrations can be problematic for some leaders and civs, and this update doesn't seem to be fixed the problem. Yeah, I think they need to... There we go. We got challenge completed. I agree with you, Blackfire. There it is. Awesome. Wonders now give us additional appeal. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that needs 1 more appeal still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be appeal 5 now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be appeal 4. That should be breathtaking. Maybe it needs to register. Ooh, who do 10% production for attracting wonders or 3 influence on wonders. Dude. Sick. Definitely not building any more wonders. There's definitely... Yeah, there's someone's having a hard time. You have 3 turns left. Let's just drop an an arena down, I think. And we'll just have happiness for the next age. Settler can go over here. Sweet, both settlers actually did complete. I'll keep the granary for here for next age when this clears out. Just drop a barracks too. Monuments for next age, villas for next age. Nice. Hey, JLA. Rizla is still bad because you changed celebrations and his last 50% longer. You have an issue because you 9 turns instead of 15, but still you're missing out on policy slots. Oh, you did Japan Culture Victory today? Totally forgot to build fortifications and exploration and didn't get any of those tourism points. Oh no! Now wonders give golden appeal. Nice. Let's get this settlement connected finally. Buy harbor. Oh, you know what we should do? We should buy boats so they transition. Because we can do that now. Oh, they only take 1 turn to build too. That's sick. So we can transition boats equal to the number of harbors that we have. Which is nice. Only 100 gold for a boat too. Hey man, victory is still a victory, even if it's turn 68. Good job, have fun. Oh, dude, 3-1-1-3-3. Bro, camels, let's go. Oh my goodness, dude. Please. All right. So if you're unaware of what is happening when I'm doing this, they added a drag and drop functionality so you can click, drag, and drop. But it conflicts with the click and click function as well. And so it doesn't really know which one to do, and then neither happens. And it's actually very frustrating. Anyways. Better than before, but yeah, its inconsistency is sticky. Yeah, also, it very much requires the UI scaling. Oh. I didn't know that's going to require a reload. Yeah. UI scaling makes the screen way better. Because you can actually see everything in one place. It gives you a lot more information though, and that's the good thing about it. Hey, look, guys, we never went to war. That's awesome. We have 2 turns left, about to settle 2. Yeah, I'll squeeze them both in. Get that boat. I did. Awesome. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 boats to transition. That's great. That's perfect. That's for an admiral. 2 turns though. This arena is not going to get built. How many harbors do I have? Oh, I should have 6. Anyways. Let's get a galley there. We'll finish that barracks. Someone's doing fine. This guy's doing its thing. There's from Naga to Naga. Now I got a free settler in the capital. Oh, where do you go? Oh, you have 2 turns to make a choice. I think you're getting deleted, buddy. Because this guy's not making it here. No. It's too funny. Oh, wait, you can sneak them inside of a commander. Wait, yeah. I heard that if you sneak them in a commander, they can actually transition the age. Let's try it.
Ship.
Stay. Settle. We're gonna go there. All right, I'm not gonna put any gold into that settlement. It's just gonna be as it is, and I can put gold into the next age. You got 1 turn. Wow, look at this string. This is a very long archipelago. This is actually really cool. All right, now we're on the final turn. So I will have to go in here and use my gold to finish out the last 40 gold for that monument. I'll just finish the last little bit, 60 gold for the barracks. And fantastic. So my cities, they're done. This turn no longer processes on the age transition, so I'm just gonna set it to do whatever. Military aid I don't need. Sweet, and I got my boats. We also got that 8th settlement right here. Fantastic, 4 corners of the world. Antiquity age is ending. We have 200 gold left. So I can also look at this government screen, and you can see I have all of my settlements here. We have 3 ecstatic cities, 2 joyous, and 4 happy. That's fantastic. I really like this change to the screen. The great work screen could use a rework, though. What I want to see in the great work screen is I want to see two things. I want to see the number. I don't want that to hover over a great work to see what it is giving me. It says Codex 2 Science. It should just be the picture of the Codex, and then in blue say +2, and then a science icon. You know, you should be able to see that. I would also love the ability to instead of having this weird page where you can tab between cities and towns, which I don't know why you would ever do this. Let us tab between different ages so that we can see our great works from previous ages. So antiquity, exploration, and modern. And then you can say, hey, these are just generating tourism now, or inspiration, not science. But that's all you have to show us is that. Instead of saying showcase and archive and 3 tabs here, it's, I don't know. There's definitely stuff to do here. So where we were looking in terms of victory condition, definitely leading cultural victory. That's nice. That's what I want to see here. Economic, not too far behind. Militaristic, we're actually highest just because we settled a lot. And the AI probably had a really hard time conquering each other. And the scientific, we are dead last because that was never going to happen with Shaman. Like, seriously, though. Like, really? Like, crazy, dude. Cool. I think the best use for our gold right now is maybe buying a boat. Oh, you know what we shouldn't have done? We shouldn't have teched boats yet. Because now they're more expensive. Or galleys would have been nice. We'll see if that civilian moves with us. So how many boats we got? 4 galleys and a quadrireme. So we got 5 boats. We have 1 harbor, 2 harbor, 3 harbors, 4 harbors, 5 harbors. They'll all transition. Nice. I actually will buy 1 more harbor here. We have the ability to transition 1 more boat. We do not have the gold fort, though, because we teched quadriremes. But that's okay. And I'm going to just grab some resources here. Oh, abundance! 26 resources assigned. Oh, sick. All right, so we have a little bit more flexibility than I thought we would have. That's awesome. And honestly, this is the part that I am really excited for, is the fact that you can play as Japan, but you can decide, hey, am I going to be the Antiquity Japan that never fell, or am I going to have my dynasties rise and fall? The fact that you can do this with China, you can do this with India, you can do this with now Japan, and soon we'll be able to do it with Korea as well, having multiple dynasties, but also just multiple flavors of a certain nation state that we think of, but thinking about them in terms of how they were structured per dynasty, per age, per civilization, I think is incredibly cool. I'm definitely going to keep on keeping on. We get +3 cultural improvements on protecting tiles here. We're built up for this. This is the idea. This is how I have been building this game. Now, in other games, I might be trying to follow the flow of the historical Japan, or I might be trying to pivot. Like, maybe I do need to pivot into a much more of a war Japan. So then going to Sengoku Japan would be really good here. Or maybe I just have a really great islands and huge culture, and I go Hawaii here, or Majapahit. There's a lot of different ideas you could do here, but we're just gonna keep playing the Japan that we already had. I will actually be using different mementos though. I'm not sure what to pick here, but probably leaning into the fact that we're gonna start specializing well. Merchant Saddle, movement on scouts, merchant settlers, and explorers is really good, dude. Sight on naval units could be really good too. Culture on trade routes, dude, be so strong. You're a sucker for Amigo Mundi? Yeah, true. +2 sight on the scouts, search and lookout abilities. Dude, that means your search ability has 10 range with survey, and that's so far. That's so good. All right, let's go ahead. We'll take Yikes, I don't know. We're gonna try to continue on the breathtaking. We have to find all the natural wonders to do that. And the easiest way to get that to happen is to have +1 sight on our naval units to go exploring. And then honestly, dude, I get the worst decision paralysis on the memento screen. This memento screen is also way better than it used to be. The search feature is great. I hate that you can't search the leader's name. That seems like that should be a tag. Yeah, the +1 sight and +1 movement. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, survey. Play Tecumseh Tonga game. You had the entire map explored in Antiquity. That's awesome, dude. I think just cultural and trade routes would be incredibly good here. Yeah, I think we just expand outward. We settle. Honestly, merchants saddle to make sure you get the distant lands first is a big deal. We probably have enough culture, right? We probably have enough culture, right? Oh, oops. All right, cool. Let's go. Oh, I should have saved it. I should have saved it. Should have saved it. All right, cool. We have a couple of things I want to see on this H transition. I want to see, does that civilian unit transition with us? I want to see what our yields are looking like now with the additional culture on our breathtaking tiles. I want to see what these distant lands are. I want to see a lot. I want to see a lot. Good morning, Flapjack. Oh, by the way, this Friday we're gonna have a birthday stream. It is again my birthday coming up. This is gonna be, oh dude, I've been trying to do birthday streams like every year. But this Friday I have some free time. My girlfriend would be sleeping from night shift, so I figured, hey, why not just jump online early and relax and have a good day. Woo, this is a loading screen today. There we go. Awesome, cool. It does. It does. The settler does transition. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. Also, look at the culture on the breathtaking tiles, dude. Also, why is that not breathtaking? Vegetation, 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 wonder. On a vegetated tile. That should be a +5 appeal tile. All right. Well, anyways. Time to pick our dedication. So, oh, actually, let me click the save game. Awesome. So we have actually quite a choice here. So we have the ability to run +5 settlements for every, or +5 happiness in all settlements per alliance. Dude, with 2 allies, that gives you 10 happiness in every settlement. That's actually really good. It costs more to denounce other players, but like if we're playing peacefully anyways, that's fine. And if I go to war against Xerxes and he's already hostile. Code of Hammurabi gives us a tradition slot and +2 culture for every social policy tradition slot. That's pretty decent. Abundance, resource capacity in all settlements. That means towns have twice as many resource capacity. That's really good. 4 corners of the world. Towns gain additional 2 population for their first growth event. If you want to specialize right away, this actually isn't helpful. But if you are going to at least let your towns grow once, it can be worth it. Of course, the immediate influence is pretty good. 2 settlers I don't need. All your cities remain cities. That's fine. And then we can also choose which settlement is going to be our new capital. So, of course, we have this settlement. I actually like removing my resources from my settlements before I dictate what I'm doing with anything. So you can see 38 production. Asuka also has 32 production, 48 culture, 37 culture. Both these settlements are really dang good, right? This also has a jumping off point to these distant lands, while this probably has more distant lands here. This actually might be someone else's homelands, though. So while this probably has no players on it, this may have a player, it does have a player on it. But there might be more stuff down here for us to grab. I want to kill Stockholm, by the way, because I'm going to grab this tile right there. So that's going to be something to do. Venice is here. Hell yeah, dude. Instant 4 pop in distant land settlements. Buy a building. Buy a new settler. Ooh. You're playing a huge map at the moment. Found 38 incense. What the heck? That's crazy, dude. Sounds OP in multiplayer. Yeah, dude, I didn't even realize that worked. I've always heard about it. That's so cool. The Vatican City's here. Pagans here. Trebizond. All right, cool. So we're trying to transition into of course, we want to keep a very cultural focus here. We're going to try to get as much tourism as possible. That's going to mean having a lot of relics, spreading our religion. But also continuing to build wonders and unique infrastructure. So let me see. I think we're going to keep it like this. I do want to move my capital, honestly. Just because Azuka is so cool because it has a natural wonder in it. I do actually want to look at my dedications. It looks like there's 5 natural wonders in this game. So that will give us +1 food on breathtaking tiles again. So I definitely want to keep track of that. And yeah, how do we win a tourism game here? I'm probably going to have a trade route with every leader at some point. Found 16 settlements in the homelands gives you additional settlement limit, which could be cool. Oh, quadruple alliance. Have 3 alliances. 10 happiness in all settlements per alliance. I'll try to get 1 more ally. And I think we're just going to start spreading our religion. Having relics. All that kind of stuff. Did this get bigger? Confirm. All right. So that also means I have 2 cities right off the bat, which is great. I might actually want to keep my cultural center in terms of my original capital, though, because it has 47 culture in it. Doesn't choosing Stockholm get you the access to the monasteries for the appeal tiles? Oh, my goodness. Science, 3 happiness and settlement follows your religion. Oh, so it's not tied to appeal like the step pyramids were, but monasteries definitely are good. But it's okay. I'll just go after someone else. It's fine. It's fine. I think I'll befriend Venice, to be honest. Let me get my allies back. Because, like, look at my happiness go up from 280 to to 330. That's 40 happiness. All of my settlements have an additional 10 happiness right now. Which is crazy, because think about that. That's you could be 2 over the settlement limit if you have that. What are you doing, Step Pyramid? God, I hate that. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna go astronomy right away because I want to get my admirals. Dude, look, we got boats. We got a boat here. We got a boat here. We got a boat here. Sick. Got them boats. I do actually need to go for religion, piety, 0 turns because we boosted both of those. Oh, I hit so many more than 2 boosts too. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can only boost those. All right, then we're gonna immediately go for our production. So let's get the altar overbuilt. And here we are, new government types. So we have feudal monarchies, the new militaristic version of itself. It has production towards military units and constructing walls, and also celebration options giving you combat strength for military units, or a free promotion to your highest level commander. Bro, that's fun. That's so good. You also get culture in towns without a growing focus. You also get culture, production, and gold in your capital, or yeah, for happiness as well. So your happiness always scales all your governments. Plutocracy gives you a production bonus to overbuilding passively, but also just immediate gold. -2 food and happiness maintenance for specialists for 4 turns. Okay. Primitive accumulation, 2 science and gold, or 2 science on gold buildings. Production towards construction gold buildings, or 10 trade out range. 2 science on trade routes you initiate. Interesting. So yeah, feudal monarchy is the militaristic version, boy. Military and culture, actually. Plutocracy is the gold and production. And theocracy, production towards constructing temples and missionaries. Receive a free relic, celebration, 1 culture and happiness on displayed relics, or 1 golden influence on displayed relics. You get food and happiness on towns following your religion, or gold and influence in cities following your religion. So theocracy is the cultural path, plutocracy is the economic path, and feudal monarchy is the militaristic path. I guess the ones that supports science victory the most will be... Plutocracy is the only science bonus. Interesting. Anyways, we're going to pick theocracy here. We're going for the cultural play. Oh, I got to play a new game. We're going to play a very aggressive game on Friday, I think. All right, we got 3 tradition slots. So I'm going to run happiness on culture buildings. Buildings receive adjacency for protecting tiles, and great work buildings, and want to receive happiness, adjacency, and food. I usually like running rites and rituals, but these cards are too good to pass up. Hang on a second. Am I reading this wrong? Great work buildings and wonders. Oh, it's great work wonders receive adjacency with charming tiles and food, not any wonder. Okay. I was wondering. So missing Nalanda actually really hurt us. But I could look out for other wonders that give great work slots, like the House of Wisdom. All right, Stonecutter. There's no altar here to overbuild, though. All right, so, oh, right, my palace is here. Oh, Colin is still here. I thought that went away at the... Oh, I was thinking about something else. Clay, maybe. That's fine. Yeah, let's get our production up. And sick. We got a settler that transitioned the age. That's so funny. I want to keep my commander. They're probably gonna go this way. And let's get Venice on our side. Be a good trade partner for us. We got 3 boats going to the west. We met Charlemagne immediately. Colin stays at Marin? Ah, okay. Sweet. We were meeting people. Military aid I don't need. Cultural exchange. I can't support. I don't have the influence for it. All right, piety's done. Economics is next. Nice. We love the Demiurge Day. Whoa, okay. Receive a free relic. Culture and happiness on displayed relics. Or get gold and influence on displayed relics. Dude, this one just gives you a free relic, though. This one doesn't. This just seems better. And let's run rites and rituals. Bam. Oh, I have no great work slots, though, because I just have no great work slots. That's, okay. Gotta do something about that. All right, we'll start boating out. All right, I know there's a shallower passage there. Yep. Oh, she's really settled down this way. Oh, that's what this guy's doing, right? Oh, I gotta buy a temple. Get that fast religion. Oh, that's really good there. Holy cow. Okay. 400. So I can't buy a temple in my previous city here. But what I could do is I could buy it in a town where it's cheaper. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Did you look at that? That's a good temple. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I didn't assign in my resources. All right, cool. I'm already making mistakes. So the policy that's giving me great work building is get happiness adjacency with charming tiles. That's temples now. That's why this is so good. Holy cow, 49 yield. And we created religion. We are playing, we're playing Japan, so we're weebs in and we're totally weebs in right now. So in terms of our founder belief, oh, Jude, honestly, Salat is so good. All buildings receive a happiness adjacency with a temple. It's so good. It also doesn't require you to even follow your religion. It just works. And I know that temple is going to go really hard now. So let's go. We'll get relics for converting. Well, we have 2 neighbors. There's lots of city-states around us, though. Yeah, converting city-states. Let's go for that. Weebs in. So yeah, now we got tons of happiness in the settlement. 62 happiness is crazy. The Kamai, the royal fork wrapped in furs and rough cloth, hanging the bronze mirror. Let's see, diplomatic attribute point. Become Susan of Independent Power. I'm doing that. Nice. Nice. This settlement also is probably honestly going to be a religious site because, or no, urban center, so I can buy new stuff in here. Lahore. So the AI actually does get the free walls. I thought they didn't get free walls anymore, but they do. Is Appeal useful? Absolutely. Absolutely. So the base thing about Appeal is that it just gives you free happiness. Right? So like if you want to have happiness, like if you would rather it's always better to improve a appealing tile than a non-appealing tile because it gives you a yield, just like it's better to improve a vegetated tile because it gives you the yield of production. Or a clay pit gives you production. Or floodplains give you extra food. It's always worth improving them. Some civs are going to lean into it really well, right? Because we get 3 culture on all of our breathtaking tiles. That's incredibly, incredibly good. You know what I just realized? That's actually going to stack when we go to our test time. Because we have... Oh no, they got rid of it. They got rid of the tradition that gave you culture on appealing terrain. Because they just gave it to Japan now. That's awesome. Anyways, there's lots of ways to combine appeal. I'm still figuring out the most of it. But at the bare minimum, it's a free yield. That happiness is gonna compound. That's gonna give you more celebrations. It's gonna give you more policy cards. It's gonna keep you from going unhappy, which will give you a really bad penalty as well. Appeal is strong. You played Paisley's Confucius Han Specialist game with the other day. Ended up with a Library Academy quarter in Ancient with 77 Science. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. All right, let's get the Renaissance. All buildings receive adjacency, +1 adjacency for breathtaking tiles. Oh boy, that's just gonna scale so good. That's why they introduced minor adjacencies so that they can scale easily into the next age on a standard adjacency. That's really smart. Look at this 16 adjacency temple, guys. Oh my goodness, +18 happiness. Dude, that's sick. I wish when you built a temple, it converted your settlement to a religion. So it was easy to convert your own cities. That'd be neat. My science, though, really hurts. Really hurts. 45 science and exploration is so bad. And this is what I'm talking about. I have to get to observatories as soon as possible. But my culture is so high. It's so much higher than everyone else. But I'm never going to unlock my kiln, which is the first culture building. It is so far away. This is 600 science and guilds. But that's after 300 here and 350 here. 700. That's 1,300 science away to get to guilds. That's 26 turns. That's 26 turns. That's why it's so hard. Culture buildings, they have to... You can't have the culture buildings in the tech tree. Or not this far down in the tech tree. A lot of science and goody huts? Yeah, so this is a structural thing we were talking about before. It's just like, I don't know why the culture buildings... In Civ 6, culture buildings were in the culture tree. So when you had a high culture, you got to unlock the culture and you snowballed culture. But now... culture buildings are in the tech tree. So if you have snowballing culture, you're going to actually just stall out and you won't have high culture. You're going to have less culture than the person that has the high science. But the science building still snowballs. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, man. I say as I continue to buy culture buildings.
Spring wind.
Zimbabwe. Cool. Oh, what's the syncratic options? Culture on improvements and districts on protecting tiles. Oh, you get even more culture. Oh, but you can pick up the samurai. Has an increased combat strength, does not unlock further tiers in the tech tree. The first time you defeat 3 units, this unit upgrades to tier 2. After 3 kills, it upgrades to tier 3. Yo, what? That's a nightmare. What? You can't upgrade it with gold. You have to upgrade it with kills. But when it fights, it's going to be low health. And if it's low health and it upgrades, it's still going to die. But also, it's really hard to fight the AI because they have 8 combat strength. So you usually wait until you can get your first upgrade to attack. But now you have to attack early. But it fight through that 8 combat strength difference. Dude, it's unique. First time you defeat 3 units. Does each unit have to kill 3 units? Or when you kill 3 units, do they all upgrade? The way you read it, it unlocks tier 2 once 3 units are killed instead of the tech tree. Then you use gold to upgrade them. Okay. Oh, okay. So as long as you kill 3 units, you can unlock... But so basically, you can unlock tier 3, like, really fast. But you could be wrong. I haven't played them yet. Oh, well. Bro, what? There's nothing we can synergize to get science here. Holy cow, dude. Okay, I don't... Yeah, you gotta really build a base of science. You really gotta get to academies and then into antiquity because, dude, this is what I always feel. It happens. It always happens in only exploration age because in antiquity monuments are pretty easy to get to because it's like the second tech. Technically, guild is the second tech, but like. Not really. You need to get astronomy first. But also, this is very out... It's not, like... But in modern age, the problem is fixed because the museums are there and the culture tree. Like, I feel like kilns should be... I don't know, somewhere here. In hindsight, Samurai with Toyama is double damage, and the Sengoku policy that ignores city's common strength loss from damage. Nightmare. Yeah, it sounds crazy. You can get a settlement with 6 ivories? Dude, bro, that's crazy. Huh. Anyways. Where are my influence buildings here? It's the dungeon, right? Has like castles. Whew, okay, cool. I think we're probably at a good point to take a break. I'm starting to get a little bit confused on what the heck I'm supposed to be doing right now. But I think I'm really interested where this is going. I'm really happy. I'm very excited that there's a appeal mechanics making their way into Civ 7. I'm very happy with this Civ in particular. I think they are designed very well. I think pairing them with this Himiko High Shaman was very interesting. I think Himiko I've never really liked before, but I think with this Civ it feels right again. I kind of was hoping for like Himiko's actual kingdom that she led as the Antiquity Japan, but I think this is really cool too, especially if we get like a appeal based thing. I'm very excited to play out with the other Japan as well. I'm really excited. Dude, you gotta have samurai. Like the biggest thing about Japan is like the samurai, dude. You gotta have a samurai era Japan. So I'm very excited that we have an antiquity, we have an exploration, and we have a modern era Japan. I love the changes that are happening to the governments. I like that there's a passive bonus as well as the celebration effects, and there's unique traditions based off of your governments, which will transition to the next age. I like that there's a militaristic path all the way through. I like that there's a cultural path, there's a economic path, and there's a scientific path, more or less. I think there's a lot of improvements that have been made specifically to things like the resource screen, of course, during Test of Time. I think the Great Work screen could use a rework next. I know religion is being reworked soon. Crisis, they did announce crises are being reworked soon. It is on their radar. They actually disabled one of the crises, the revolution crises in the exploration age, because it doesn't work with the new government system. So that's cool. And of course, the very open-ended triumph system, I think, has been a success overall. I think the mix and match potential, the ignore it and see what happens is a possibility. I think, or beelining going for things, especially when you play the Trailblazer Triumph set as well. So, and I really like how they've adjusted so that the boats transition into exploration age now, because they've have so much focus on doing naval civs and leaders lately. Like, you just had to. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm not sure if anyone else is online right now, but we'll be having another stream here Thursday evening. So, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you come over to the Twitch channel. Unmute that. And if you're over on Twitch, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel. Link should be in the description. If you guys are interested in multiplayer, as we mentioned before, we are doing some multiplayer every once in a while, basically. Actually, the community started organizing some of their own games when I wasn't available. So if you guys want to self-organize, that's also a place where you can do it. It is very friendly. It is a beginner-friendly, but also some very strong competitive players as well. Basically, don't be a dick is the only rule. And yeah, so my birthday's on Friday. We'll have a birthday stream, and keep an eye out for more content. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Bye.